Yo, this is King Earner coming to you guys live and direct. This is the Circle of Honor podcast. You already know how we carry it, you hear me? I'm trying to get some understanding. Can somebody give me some understanding of why Troy Ave got in that box today? That kitten walked right in there acting like he was Mafioso Joe. And that's what he looked like, a joke. Not Mafioso Joe, he looks like a joke. He embarrassed himself. He embarrassed the people that is attached to him, whoever it is. I don't care who you are. You can't claim to be solid and you know this guy been doing this all these months and all this time. I mean, honestly, let's be for real here. I feel as though he deserved the worst of dishonor. And because in these times you cannot, I repeat, everybody, have understanding, you cannot kill a rat. You have to kill a rat with success. If I catch any of my followers say, oh, murder, rat, nah. New era here. You don't deal in crime anymore. Once you're free of crime, or if you know that you was in the streets and you had to wiggle it out of it and you saying, I changed, you can't go back to dealing with them type of individuals. What ends up happening is they get a chance to point you out on the stand, and you should be thankful to God that you got away from that, so you should be rebuilding what you once destroyed. I'm just keeping it 1,000. And, a lot of times we hear and we see things. And I got to say, I did it. I went to TAXSTONE and snatched his honor, not even seeing the letter. Somebody got to produce that letter. I took the word of this Rizat's lawyer that he did write a letter. And if he wrote a letter, I would like to know the details of the letter. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, I have to give TAXSTONE his honor back. I can't. That man is not scheduled to get on the stand. That man doesn't have what I would call a statement from detectives. So how can I call this man of dishonor? All because of what a rat say. And that's what my next thing gonna be. When I speak on big meat situation, it's gonna get deep, man. But we gotta stop listening to what these rats say. You take what a rat say because it's equivalent to the people who like the same gender. They like each other. Well, that's what they do. They put the solid men out. So it's always, that usually be official tissue information. The Rizats is lower than them. So it's like, hold on for a second here. Hold on. Why am I taking the word of these Mizuts? Why am I even listening to anything they say? Troy Ave, you lied from the beginning, man. You got on the stand today. And I think that you learned the biggest thing today was the stand is not a myth. A Rizat is not a myth. And I got to say this to you, man. Still standing. Your honor is snatched. And you can never get it back. You know why? We can put on display for the youngins of what it used to look like. But nobody can actually kill a rat in this town without being buried for the rest of their life. So what King Earner here is doing, I'm just trying to get an example to the people that you can kill a rat with success. That's not a human body. That's not a human body. But we have understanding that he took his own sword, and he put it in himself today, throwing away everything that is supposed to be honor. Even when he said what he said about the bodyguard. Do you remember what he said about the bodyguard? He said that the bodyguard, the jurors, if you're watching this here, this is the number one thing, since they want to put it in the public. Don't you guys understand what he done? He said that they seen TAXSTONE. Troy Ave said they seen him. And TAXSTONE said calmly, what's poppin'? What's going on? Hey, how are y'all today? What's up? We had differences, but what's going on? How are you? And you know what he done? He allowed the bodyguard, who's protecting his life and has a right to speak up as a man, who said, I'm gonna rock him. Those words that you, the Rizat, Troy Ave said today, I'm going to rock him. You let your bodyguard say that today. I'm going to rock him. I don't have to put the answers to that in my city. We know what rock means. I'm going to rock him. And you winked and said, go and do what you do. And that man never gave off a disrespect or some type of aggression to make anybody feel as though they had to rock him. So allegedly, whatever you said today on that stand, if it happened that way, it's self-defense. The most he can get charged with is a pistol. They might say, because I don't think there's no self-defense in New York, they may say manslaughter. You done that, you Rizette. God put that on you, TAXSTONE. God helped you as a man of honor. And on Troy Ave, you know what he put on you? He put you the depths of the dishonor of you not being a responsible artist and saying, who hired this security guard and saying, we ain't on that here. He said, what's popping? Let's see what he want to conversate. So God gave two men two things today. He gave one his freedom back, and he gave another a form of dishonor for putting his friend in a bad position when he is the boss of that guard, and that guard is in his possession at all times. He's to protect him, not put him in a bad situation. This isn't a street thing. A guard is to protect you based off of honor. And guess what? You wanted that guard to do your dirty work. And now that's why everybody is looking at you crazy. Because guess what? You took the stand. I'm King Earner from the Honor Your Life campaign. I stopped recycled crime. And that's the goal. We ain't doing no clowning and no frowning. Everything that I do on the Circle of Honor podcast is going to be 1,000% solid. My host, Leak Moss, we're carrying it. We're not doing nothing that has to do with any clowns. If you're a kitten and we can see you on the streets, it's no need to mention you on these platforms. If you're available YouTubers, there's no need to mention y'all on these platforms. The whole bickering beef that I see going on still amongst people who are here that been in crime, that are trying to get some type of understanding from the people of what they have honor and knowledge in, is becoming one big foolery circus. And I've been, wasn't on that. But if I could see you face to face, I'm not talking about you here. You have to be worth something, worthwhile for the youngins to be able to say, damn, Erner just put that out, not to follow him, because look what he done. That's all we on. That's the example. All the too tough, fake gangster stuff, that's for the reality of men meeting face to face. King Erner, live and direct.